Hello everyone, welcome to December's monthly tarot card reading. So today we have my favorite deck, which is the Magic of Tarot, and then we have my Moon Oracle deck that I also like to work with. So as always, it will be a choose from three, so pop a number in your mind. I know some channels have piles for you to select, so perhaps that will be easier for you to visualize. But I will be putting the deck all together and shuffling from there. So have a little think which number pops into your head. 1, 2, or 3. And then click on the timestamp down below and I will get to your December tarot card reading. Hello group 1. I'm going to do this one card at a time. And just see what pops out for you. So these cards have recently been cleansed with my selenite wand, but I guess the right card just isn't appearing for you quite yet. So have a think about what you would like the month of December to hold for you. And then hopefully we will find your answer. Or maybe there's a question you have about December. I think this one. So your first card is the World in an upright position. So after this card, I will also draw a Moon Oracle card. And then if we need more from the main tarot deck, then we shall grab some more. The keywords are completion, birth, endings, and beginnings. Now quite interestingly, the month of December is, of course, the end of the year. So December marks the ending of the year. Of course, the world is circular, and the leaves, the circle, everything in the imagery is represented by a circle. Everything has endings, everything has beginnings, everything is reborn. So the world shows an androgynous figure encircled by a green wreath. As the final card in the major arcana sequence, the wreath is the world in its completeness, but within it lays the seed of the new. The world is the last card in the major arcana in this deck, and so it is the ending of the cycle that then begins again. So the upright meaning for the world is a successful outcome. When this card appears in a reading, it can be taken as a life landmark, a key move in terms of your lifestyle, or an opportunity to discover new territory physically through traveling to new countries. So perhaps that is what the world is going to be for you. So the ending of your current location, and perhaps you're planning to travel, perhaps you're planning to move, perhaps you're just planning on finally taking a break, even if it's a couple of days somewhere other than your hometown. So, one chapter of your life is closing. Now it is time for celebration and the next adventure. So perhaps 2023 is going to be a very interesting one, a very exciting one, and full of new experiences for you. So now I'm going to shuffle you a moon oracle card. Do it this way because I like to flip them. So we have Moon in Cancer. Spend time with family or helping others. Avoid situations that can be a drain on your emotions. Now, with Christmas coming up, I feel like this is quite prevalent. A lot of people spend time with a large part of their extended family on Christmas because, that is what is expected. And sometimes that can be a real drain on your emotions to spend time with people around the time that most people get some time off over Christmas. It's a time where you can relax, and when you're supposed to, just enjoy the company of the people you care about and love the most. But on the other side of the coin, Christmas can be quite stressful. There are people to get gifts for. If you're the cook and for your Christmas dinner, then that's also something that can be quite draining. And add in other people that, maybe you're not used to spending a whole lot of time with, and it can be pretty crazy, to say the least. So I think this is sort of like setting you up for next year, or maybe even like you're gonna go travel for Christmas. It does of course say, a new beginning, a new start. So maybe that does happen this month. I just was already thinking about this cycle and the end of the year, but perhaps, you are going somewhere else in the month of December, and you will be spending time with family, or maybe you'll be going away in December and you won't be spending time with family as you usually do. And so maybe helping others is something that will help to, I don't want to say fill the void, but it might be a good direction for your emotions, a good way for you to express yourself, and you express love for others when you're in a family situation by helping them, by giving them gifts, by sharing stories. But perhaps another good way of spending time, or spending, getting and giving and receiving that love and care that you associate with Christmas time, or the holiday season is to help others and spend time with other people that and you will find that, and you will find fulfillment in that, and you will find the holiday spirit in doing those things as much as you would at home with your family. Okay, and now I think we're gonna grab you at least one more tarot card. Pop the moon cards over here again. I feel like this one was really wanted to pop out. Okay, the King of Swords. So, King of Swords, a sharp, competitive business person and deep desire to realize ambition characterize the upright king. The card shows the need to solve immediate problems and to devise a strategy. There is an element of judgment in this card, so it can also indicate a pending decision that affects you directly. So, very interesting, because I feel like this card was all about new beginnings and, a new cycle in your life. And then this one speaks about, sort of putting yourself first, making sure you have like a sort of fulfillment in your life, in your needs, which I find go together well with this one. But the King of Swords, smart, sharp, competitive business person, deep desire to realize ambition. So when I saw that, I thought, I don't mean to be presumptuous, but a lot of people have an ambition in life to travel. I know that is how I feel personally. I think it's marvelous. And I think maybe that's where we are here, the ambition to go traveling. And so you need to well, it says that the king is a sharp, competitive business person. This could be you, devising a way to, let's say, the need to solve immediate problems and devise a strategy. So perhaps this is you preparing for this world trip. Perhaps you're figuring out a way to fund the world trip, whether it is money now or get a job where you can work wherever you are, or perhaps you're going to do like pick up jobs along the way and you're figuring that out. And yeah, that's sort of what pops into my head for me. This guy he's stationary, he's sitting down, while as this person is sort of walking, ready to embrace the new, whereas this guy looks stationary, which might seem, counterintuitive. But I think this is sort of, he's obviously smartly dressed. He's, what you would consider a very regal person. So he is, or tactical person. That's probably a better word for it. He's a tactical person who, makes sure he considers everything before he makes any action. You can see he's prepared for action. He has on the suit of armor. He has the sword, but he's sitting down, thinking, taking a moment first before he goes and, frees himself by becoming this free spirit that is the character in the world. So, on the world card, I should say. So, yeah, it seems like you need to sit down and do some careful planning before you go on your adventure, which of course is always always suggested, but this to me seems more like a huge life change rather than just, a holiday, a break, a week away. It seems to me perhaps that is something that is more I don't want to say serious because that seems quite, this is a very free card, I get very carefree vibes, very, someone who is not tied to anything vibes from this card. And, of course, that seems the complete opposite to the king. But, you need to be this person, the planner, the tactician, before you can be truly free. So I think that's sort of what that's telling you. And then perhaps even when it says here, avoid situations that can be a drain on your emotions, perhaps that's to do with why you're going traveling or why you are moving or, new beginning, starting a new cycle or breaking the cycle to, make a new cycle. Perhaps you're using this sword to just like cut through the old wreath. And then, you see this person has sticks in their hand. Perhaps these are like lessons. These are from the old wreath. They're lessons that they're carrying with them from when they were this person, because they know there were important things that happened to make them the person they are. So even though they've escaped that lifestyle, they will still hold on to these memories, these life lessons, because they are important. So I think that's about everything for you today, Group 1. I think that seems to be quite a whole reading to me, and seems to be quite a good reading to me as well. So I hope that you find it useful, and I will see you again next month. Bye. Hello, Group 2. Your first card is the Two of Cups. So, the 2 predicts a love commitment such as engagement or marriage. This is also an auspicious card for creative partnerships, and friendships at this time will be rewarding. Agreements are reached harmoniously. So, of course, it says that it could be something like an engagement or marriage, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you should expect a ring on Christmas Day. It does suggest also that any partnership, whether it is creative or a friendship or a love partnership, but any kind of partnership will be auspicious at this time, or even an agreement between 2 people will be reached harmoniously. So anything that you are working on with another person seems to be something that will work itself out in the month of December. I'm going to get a moon card for you now. Oh well. So a crisis will allow you to look into yourself and make an important revelation. So perhaps this is not to do with your partnership that will be a good omen, perhaps. This is completely unrelated. A crisis will allow you to look into yourself and make an important revelation. So obviously we see the word crisis and we panic, but a crisis could be something minor that our brain turns into a crisis. It could be, something as simple as you have knocked over a glass and water has gone everywhere, but it doesn't matter because it actually didn't affect anything. The water has dried, nothing has been affected by this spillage. But in her mind, that's a huge crisis. But it has managed to turn into something positive, an important revelation. So I always find that a revelation it can be about something negative, but I find that a revelation is always something important and something that we should know to make better judgments and better decisions. Perhaps that's what leads to this partnership. Something has happened during this crisis and you've realized that, okay, that's sort of the thing that just puts you on this path and you manage to make this partnership work, which of course is a good thing. Now for your last card, or your second tarot card, it may be or may not be your last card. Well, that one really wanted to fall out for you, and it wanted to fall out. Oh, there are two. I'm going to take this one because this was the one that jumped out. I want it to come out upright, so I'm going to flip it the way that I normally don't. So the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Just flicking through my book. So the intelligent, gifted woman is protective of those around her, quick to praise and challenge. In a reading, she represents a firm ally, although she will ultimately put her own interests first. So this could be yourself. This could be the person that you've reached a partnership with. It does say represents a firm ally. So it does make me think this woman is someone that you make a partnership with in whatever capacity. She often denotes a single parent or a strong independent woman in or out of a relationship. So I always feel like when in a reading, when it's a person card and it describes a person and not a situation, the first person that pops into your head as I talk is the person it is about. I feel like 9 times out of 10 that is the case. Sometimes it may not be, but if experience has taught me anything when it comes to tarot reading, it's that you go with your gut instinct. So, I think we have our reading for you. We have, I think it goes in this order, so 1, 2, 3, or 1, and then 2 and 3 at the same time, these two. So, a crisis may appear and seem to be more than it really is, and as a result of that, a revelation comes to you, and it gives you some clarity, and you look to this woman who offered you a partnership, and you decide that that is actually an important thing, an important revelation that is something that is important and helpful, and hopefully then will set up not only your month of December but your year of 2023. So I hope that this reading resonates with you and makes a little bit of sense. I will see you in the new year. Bye. Hello, Group 3. Your first card, Group 3, is the Reverse Four of Wands. So, in reverse, this card can mean that you are being cheated of what should rightfully be yours. Others win praise while you are overlooked. You could feel that conventional attitudes and tradition block your path to success, but equally, this rigid attitude could be down to you. So I think when it comes to the end of the year and when we have a nice little break from work, we get some time to unwind and rest and recover. But also that time can be thinking time, where we see more clearly what has been happening. And that is perhaps what will be happening to you this month. You know, when you take a step back from a situation, like when you're on holiday from work or something like that, you get more clarity and think more clearly, and you get more clarity and you see things more clearly and see things for what they are. I think if you were to really think about things, you would perhaps see that everything is not what it seems or what it potentially could be. And so, perhaps December is a time of reconsidering what's best for you. I'm going to grab a moon card for you now. See if it sheds any more light on the situation. Moon in Sagittarius. Now, interestingly, it's actually Sagittarius season as I read this card. So be prepared. Interesting. Be prepared to be adaptable, as plans you have laid may take an unexpected course. The Four of Wands said that you feel overlooked, and so perhaps that changes your plans. You feel like things, conventional attitudes and tradition block your path to success. So perhaps this speaks about your path to success. Your plans may take an unexpected course. So perhaps you are someone who's been pretty focused on something. I'm thinking mainly in your career, but it could be another aspect of your life. But you have you've set out a course, a path, and all of a sudden you realize while your course was probably right when you set it, other people have popped obstacles in your way, and so you take an unexpected course. And so, as it says, be prepared to be adaptable. So that's something perhaps that will be a big part of your December. The reverse 2 of Pentacles. Beware of an unscrupulous or ineffective business associate. So this brings us back to the feeling underappreciated and the unexpected course. What you assume will be a cooperative venture, unexpected course definitely, means you could lose out financially. Pentacles always represent coins and money in tarot readings. When reversed, the 2 can show the foundering of a venture through cash flow problems and worries about money with a partner on a personal level. I feel like sometimes at this time of year, money is on our mind because with the holiday season being here, we feel as though we have obligations to spend a huge amount of money to keep up with the Joneses, and so we perhaps spend more than we should. But it also says it relates to the venture with someone that perhaps you work with. And again, brings me right back to this. And perhaps that was your unexpected course, your plan. Maybe you were thinking of some sort of business deal, a partnership, like a sponsorship or something with a person, and signs point to this not being lucrative for you both, and that's where your unexpected course comes in. So you need to be adaptable, you need to be able to think on your feet, to have a plan B, and that's what the cards appear to be telling you for the month of December. So just be careful and try to think quickly on your feet and try to see things more clearly, because of course the Sagittarius is the archer, and archers must have impeccable vision and concentration, so they see everything clearly, so they can shoot their arrows straight. Of course, you've got wands as well. You've got very direct things, very straight. So it shows the straight path, the straight line. But of course, we know that, when you fire something from a bow, it can curve, it can go where you don't expect it to go. So that's something that needs to be considered. So hopefully your reading made sense to you, and I will see you next month.